Thank you for coming. And my name is Tomoko Skinner from Hawaii Community College, and we have Kim Martinson from Maui College. Both of us, we are the career specialist, and we assist students with career readiness, resume writing, and cover letter writing as well. So thank you for coming, and let's get started. Okay, we have a couple of people joining us right now. Okay, let's wait a couple of minutes to wait for people to join our session today. Okay, time management workshop. Thank you for coming. The practice of time management requires focus and conscious planning to help win back control of your busy day and conquer financial goals. You can use these skills while at school and also at work. Challenges are often presented in the workplace, which can affect our ability to make optimal use of our time. However, with the help of prioritization, goal setting, and appropriate organization of the mind and space around us, we are able to overcome time management barriers. This course will provide you with appropriate strategies to increase both personal and professional productivity, as well as learn to work smarter. Okay, so our objectives today is research has consistently demonstrated that when clear goals are associated with learning, it occurs more easily and rapidly. With that in mind, let's review our goals for today. At the end of this workshop, participants should be able to plan and prioritize each day's activity in a more efficient, productive manner, overcome procrastination quickly and easily, handle unexpected barriers and distractions, organize your workspace or study space and workflow to make better use of time, use rituals to make your life run smoother, and plan meetings more appropriately and effectively. Okay, so we have this quote for you today. Never leave tomorrow that which you can do today, by Benjamin Franklin. Okay, so discovering your productivity rhythm. Understanding your productivity rhythm greatly impacts daily workload and time management. Identify when and where you're most productive to optimize your time effectively. Recognizing energy and focus peaks helps in making informed decisions during busy workdays or school life. Invest time in self-assessment and current habit evaluation to uncover your productivity rhythm. Okay, now know your energy. Energy levels fluctuate throughout the workday, impacting cognitive abilities. Prioritize tasks according to these energy levels, aligning critical tasks with peak performance times. Individual energy patterns vary based on factors like diet, sleep, and stress. Identify peak performance times to optimize task scheduling. Match high priority work to peak times for better results, while assigning simpler tasks to low energy periods. Understanding your energy pattern enhances daily task performance and outcomes. Okay, work-life balance. So productive individuals prioritize work-life balance, addressing both personal and workplace demands. This involves allocating time based on importance rather than achieving equal balance. Work time focuses on career-related tasks, while home time emphasizes family or personal activities. Respect your time to avoid overworking, added responsibilities, and burnout due to poor balance. Moving on, taking regular breaks. Efficient time management involves incorporating breaks, not constant work. Breaks enhances concentration and prevent burnout, boosting overall productivity. Effective breaks occur away from the workspace, like walking or meditating. Find relaxation methods that suit you to recharge mentally. And skipping breaks lowers your performances and increases errors. Prioritize self-care for better workplace outcomes. Okay, time batching. So time batching is a productivity system that enhances focus by grouping similar tasks and allocating dedicated time for uninterrupted completion. Unlike multitasking, it maintains workflow without distraction. Beneficial for those struggling with focus, workplace disturbances, or seeking productivity. Time batching is simple to implement. Start by organizing tasks into batches on your schedule, ensuring realistic timeframes. For longer projects, consider dividing them into smaller batches, with breaks for renewal. Okay, so throughout this workshop, there will be a few Q&As to recap what we've been discussing. So please type in the chat box what you think the correct answer is. Okay, question here we have is, what does your productivity rhythm measure? A, how you are most productive. B, when you are most productive. C, where you are most productive. D, all of the above. Type in the chat box the correct answer. Okay. I see D, mahalo, D. Lots of D. Thank you, everybody. Yes, D is the correct answer. Your productivity rhythm will measure how, when, and where you are most productive. Okay, thank you. Okay, the next question. Who will benefit from time batching? A, individuals who have difficulty focusing on a task. B, individuals are simply looking to have a productive day. C, individuals who are easily distracted. D, all of the above. Okay, type in the chat box. D. Okay, we have lots of D's. D. Yes, correct. The practice of time batching is advantageous for everyone. Okay, another quote for you. The bad news is that time flies. The good news is that you are the pilot. Michael Altschuler. Okay. Now moving on to our next module, managing time with goals. Goal setting is crucial for effective time management and overall success. It helps envision a prosperous future and increases time efficiency. Goals keep you accountable and focus on priorities. Despite its importance, many people lack proper goal setting skills. This skill is applicable in all areas of life: financial, physical, personal development, relationships, and spiritual. To regain control of your life, focus on what you aim to achieve. Your actions now shape your future. Okay, so SMART goals. SMART is a convenient acronym for the set of criteria that a goal must have in order for it to be accomplished by the goal achiever. This strategy will help to focus your attention on what is important and set a clear finish line. A positive attitude is also beneficial when planning your goals. Okay, let's start with the S, specific. The vision itself is general, while the goals are specific targets to be met. Specific goals answer the question of who, what, when, where, why, and how questions as specifically as possible. M, measurable. Goals must be measurable in terms of progress and attainment. They must be tracked according to time, money, or results. A, attainable. Okay, so this can be attainable or achievable. A goal which cannot be met is not a goal. It is an ideal. So goals should be attainable, achievable, breaking down into manageable steps aligned with available resources. And R, so we have relevant. This can be also realistic. relevant, or realistic. A goal may be possible, but you need the right people with the right amount of time and support to make it happen. And you also want to make sure it's relevant to your bigger picture or a bigger goal. And T, timed. All goals need to be accomplished within a given time frame. Deadlines may indeed be missed, but without any timetable, there will be no sense of urgency and no reason not to put it off until later. And each goal should lead to the next step in the overall plan until the ultimate vision is reached. Okay, that was the SMART goals. Moving on. Visualizing your goals. So visualizing your goals enhances your motivation and sense of fulfillment. Envisioning successful outcomes reinforces your drive to complete tasks promptly. To visualize effectively, imagine the prosperous result of your task and engage your senses. Reflect on the emotions and benefits of achieving your goal. Utilize a vision board with images aligned with your goal for consistent motivation and focus. So that was your visualizing your goals. Okay, here's another one, the 4 Ps. Goals serve as a roadmap to success, providing focus and direction. Effective goals embody the 4 Ps, personal, positive, possible, and prioritized. So for personal, goals should reflect your own dreams and values, motivating you to succeed. For positive, frame goals positively to focus on what you want to achieve, improving your outlook. And possible, set realistic goals within your control to avoid disappointment and failure. And prioritize, focus mental energy on the most important goal, considering its impact and sacrifices required for achievement. Okay, so this is similar to the SMART goal, but slightly different. Okay, the 4 Ps. Moving on. Creating your productivity journal. A productivity journal helps achieve goals by outlining tasks and steps for completion. Label a spiral notebook as your personal or professional productivity journal, maintaining separate journals for work and personal life for better balance. So label pages with the day and date, list tasks, and prioritize them by importance. Focus on the top 3 tasks first and crossing them off as completed. And carry over unfinished tasks to the next page for continued process tracking. Okay. And maximizing the power of your productivity journal. So planning tasks the night before engages your subconscious mind while you sleep, enhancing focus and starting the day fresh. Reviewing your list in the morning provides a head start. And keep your productivity journal with you throughout the day to stay on track and maintain focus. Crossing off completed tasks boosts satisfaction and motivation. If a task is consistently postponed, reassess its value and relevance to your goals. If postponed 3 times, remove it from your action list. Okay. Review questions. When prioritizing your goals, it is better to focus on several goals at once. Is it true, A, true, or B, false? A, is it true or false? When prioritizing your goals, it is better to focus on several goals at once. Okay, we have some A, we have some B. Okay, B, B, A, B, 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 B. B is the correct answer. When prioritizing your goals, it is better to focus on one goal, the most important goal right now. Okay, next question. When prioritizing, which goal should you choose? A, choose a goal that identifies only what you want. B, choose a goal that will have the greatest impact on your life. C, choose a goal based on how long it takes to achieve it. D, Spread yourself thin by focusing on several goals at once. Okay, we see a lot of B's. Mahalo, B, yes. B is the correct answer. When prioritizing, choose a goal that will have the greatest impact on your life. Moving on to the next question. What is one of the best visualization tools? A bar graph. B, a PowerPoint presentation. C, a vision board. D, a list of goals. Okay, we have some A, D, C, we have all of that. C and D. Okay, D. Okay, drum roll. The correct answer is C. A vision board is one of the best visualization tools, but I do believe D too. D would be a good one too. But a vision board is one of the best one. Okay, moving on. Okay, what is important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important. Dwight D. Eisenhower. Okay, this was a pretty deep quote. It's pretty deep. Okay, moving on to our next module, prioritizing your time. So time management extends beyond controlling time. It involves managing ourselves in relation to time through prioritization. Prioritizing tasks allows full attention to be directed towards what matter most, avoiding time-wasting activities. While it can be overwhelming to decide, various methods help optimize time utilization. Okay, so this is a really famous rule. The 80-20 rule, as known as Pareto's principle, states that 80% of your results come from only 20% of your actions. For most people, it really comes down to analyzing what you are spending your time on. The key to highly efficient individual is placing focus on the efforts that will produce the greatest result. Across the board, you'll find the 80-20 principle may be applied to almost every situation. So essentially, this principle will alter the way you set your goals, as well as prioritize your tasks to help you manage your time. So the 80-20 rule states that 80% of your results come from only 20% of your actions. Okay. And this is another metric that is used in companies and organizations. So great time management involves being effective and efficient, prioritizing tasks based on importance rather than urgency. The urgent important matrix, also known as the Eisenhower principle, organizes tasks into 4 categories. So you can see from this chart, on the left hand, you see not important on the bottom and important on the top. On the right top side, you have urgent and not urgent. So you're gonna put all of your tasks into these boxes and see, is it important and is it also urgent? Or is it not urgent, but is it important? So let me explain that a little bit more. So urgent and important, that's when you're dealing with critical issues immediately. So that can be urgent and important. So those are the things that pressing problems or project with deadlines. And those are in the urgent and important section. And then we have important but not urgent. Plan these tasks for later, as they are crucial for goal achievement. So it's crucial for goal achievement, but if it's not urgent, it goes on the right top. And the next is, urgent but not important. That's the bottom left. Urgent but not important. Manage these tasks by delaying, cutting it short, or rejecting requests. Okay, so that's the quadrant 3. You're going to delegate these. It's urgent but not important. You can give it to your fellow coworker or your staff. So those are the low value tasks that need to be completed but don't require your expertise. Okay, and then the next one, the bottom right, is quadrant 4. So this is not important and not urgent tasks. So these are the low value tasks that distract focus from important tasks, wasting time and energy. So these can be internet browsing, pointless meetings, or destructive socializing. Okay, so you can use this matrix. It's very useful. So you can write yourself this chart and see, okay, is this urgent? Is it important? And then put it into these sections. So you want to work on the quadrant 1, urgent and important one on the top left first. You got to do it first. And then the second one will be the top right, the not urgent, but it is also important because it's going to be connected to your core value or main goal. So ultimate goal, it's not urgent, but you have to do it. And you're going to schedule it so that you will take action. And then the others will be delegation, or you're just going to delete that task. Okay. And yes, we have a question from Ui. So yes, we will be sending out this recording and also some notes after we finish this session. And we also have other workshops that we had last couple of weeks ago. So we'll be sending that link to you as well. Thank you for that question. Okay, so moving on. So being assertive. The ability to say no is essential for effective time management. While some requests may be urgent or aligned with our values, others may distract from our goals. Utilizing a positive no approach can help navigate these situations. So, say no followed by an honest explanation, such as, I am uncomfortable doing that because. And there's another way you can say no is that say no and then briefly clarify your reasoning without making excuses. This helps the listener to better understand your position. For example, you would say something like this: I can't right now because I have another project that is due by 5 p.m. today. Okay, so you're clarifying your reasoning. And another way to say no is give an alternative. The example would be, I don't have time today, but I could schedule it in for tomorrow morning. Another way is emphatically repeat the request in your own words and then say no. So it's, for example, you can say, I understand that you need to have this paperwork filed immediately, but I will not be able to file it for you. Okay. And another way to say is say yes, give your reason for not doing it, and provide an alternative solution. For example, yes, I would love to help you by filing this paperwork, but I do not have time until tomorrow morning. Okay. And then lastly, provide an assertive refusal and repeat it no matter what the person says. So this approach may be the most appropriate with aggressive or manipulative or people, and could be effective strategies to control your emotions. So for example, I understand you feel how you feel, but I will not be able to do or cannot do this or that. So remember to stay focused and not become sidetracked into responding to other issues. Okay, so that was being assertive and the powerful way to say no. Moving on, chunk, block, and tackle. So large projects can sometimes be so overwhelming, it is difficult to plan to start them. This time management technique is ideal for taking on these jobs. Simply break down the project into manageable chunks, block off time to work on the project, and then tackle it with single-minded focus. Okay, so chunk, break large projects into specific tasks that can be completed in less than 15 minutes. And then block. Rather than scheduling the entire project all at once, block out set times to complete specific chunks as early in the day as possible. This should allow you to ignore most interruption and focus on this task. And tackle, finally tackle. Now tackle the specific tasks, focusing only on this task rather than the project as a whole. So once completed, you will feel a sense of accomplishments from making progress on the project. So that was chunk, block, and tackle. Okay, the next one would be ready, fire, aim. Okay, we've all heard of saying ready, aim, and fire. Often in time management planning, it is better to think ready, fire, and aim. So instead of ready, aim, and fire, you're going to ready and fire and aim. So this is because most people aim for the target and they keep aiming at the target, but they never seem to fire. They get so caught up with the planning that they fail to take action. So this is just another form of procrastination, which we will discuss in a moment. So better to take a shot and see how close you were to the target. Okay, so ready is do not overplan each of your actions. By the time you fire, the target may have moved already. So then next you will fire, ready the 80-20 rule and just take action. Even if you don't hit the bull's eye, you'll probably still hit the target. Aim, make new plans based on new information. Readjust your aim based on where you hit the target. Okay, so that was ready, fire, aim. And moving on to the review questions. The 80-20 rule states that 80% your blank come only for 20% of your blank. Fill in the blank. Is it A, B, or C, or D? Okay, we see some B's. Okay, B's coming. Results and actions. B, B, B. Yes, correct. The correct answer is B. The 80-20 rule states that 80% of your results come from only 20% of your actions. Next question. What is a powerful way of organizing tasks based on priorities? A, business logic. B, Z notation. C, Pareto's principle. D, urgent important matrix. Okay, we see D's. Yes, D. Okay, thank you. Yes, correct. The answer is D. The urgent important matrix is a powerful way of organizing tasks based on priorities. Correct. Okay, another quote for you. I am a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. Thomas Jefferson. Okay, our next module is tackling procrastination. So using time wisely is important, but procrastination gets in the way. Procrastination means delaying important tasks for less important ones, even though we know better. Overcoming procrastination and focusing on important tasks is a key trait of successful people. Okay, why do we procrastinate? So procrastination is a bad habit. It will slow down your ability to reach your goals and full potential. In order to break the habit of procrastination, it is necessary to understand why we procrastinate. There are many reasons why we tend to procrastinate, including no clear deadline, inadequate resources available. That would be time, money, information. And we don't know where to begin. And the task feels overwhelming, or no passion for doing the work, and also fear of failure or success. So those are the reasons we procrastinate. And how do we overcome procrastination? So choosing and completing important tasks quickly and effectively is crucial for success. Prioritize tasks and finish them promptly to improve time management. And here are some strategies to tackle tough tasks. Okay, first one is delete it. Consider if the task is necessary. Apply the 80-20 rule to determine its importance. Delegate. If appropriate, assign tasks to others. Do it now. Avoid procrastination by completing important tasks early in the day. And also seek advice. Consult mentors or experts for guidance on starting and completing tasks. Ask for help. And break it down. Divide large projects into smaller milestones and action steps. And Also, follow the 15-minute rule. Aim to complete each step in 15 minutes to reduce procrastinations. And also set clear deadlines. Establish deadlines for projects and milestones and inform others for accountability. And lastly, reward yourself. Celebrate completing milestones and meeting deadlines to stay motivated. Okay, sting. Okay, what is sting? So procrastination may be the result of feeling overwhelmed. To take the sting out of the feeling overwhelmed about a task, follow these steps. Sting, S, select one task to do at a time. T, time yourself for no more than 1 hour. I, ignore everything else during that time. N, no breaks or interruptions should be permitted. G, give yourself a reward when the time is up. So this is an important one. Give yourself a reward. This can be a brain break. So some of the grade schools, they will incorporate these brain breaks after doing one class. They will have a brain break to kind of wind down and soak in those information. So use this sting method. Okay. So moving on, dealing with workplace distractions. So to boost productivity, create a distraction-free workspace by addressing common distractions. So this can also be used at home when you're studying. So the first thing would be noise. Shut your door or use headphones with white noise. And distraction. So talk to friends or coworkers, politely decline gossip, and use headphones to signal focus. Okay, smartphones. So we tend to freak out when we can't have our cell phones by our side. So use do not disturb mode or place your phone somewhere else. Hide your phone. Social media. Block websites to avoid distraction. So if you have your smartphone or iPhone somewhere else, you won't have to look at your social media. And email. Set specific times for checking emails. So this is really great. When I was working at a sales and marketing company, I would set a time to just answer emails because emails come in daily and every hours, and we can't be answering the emails all the time. So you want to set a time to just specifically checking emails or replying emails. Another thing is if I do click on it and read the email, I will reply to it right away. Or if you don't have time to reply to this email right away, you can make it unread, mark it unread, and come back to it later. Okay, another thing, hunger. Keep healthy snacks nearby. Okay. Review questions. What habit will help you overcome procrastination? A, have a clear deadline. B, delay the task. C, make more plans. D, all of the above. Okay, we have A's and D. A, more A's. Okay, correct. A is the correct answer. Having a clear deadline will help you overcome procrastination. Moving on, which way to overcome procrastination can be defined as help from a trusted mentor, supervisor, coach, or expert can give you some great insight on where to start the steps for completing a project. A, delegate. B, delete. C, do it now. D, ask for advice. Okay, A, B, C, or D. Yes, this is an easy one. This is an easy one. Correct. D is the correct answer. Asking for advice is to get help from a trusted mentor, supervisor, coach, or expert. Sometimes it's better to ask. Of course, we will do the research beforehand, but asking for advice will be a great way to start your tasks. Okay. Next question. To reduce the temptation of procrastination, each actionable step on a project should take no more than how many minutes to complete? A, 5, B, 15 minutes, C, 10 minutes, D, 20 minutes. Okay, we see B. B. Yes, correct. Each additional step on a project should take no more than 15 minutes. So when you create your task list, make it no more than 15 minutes. Okay, another quote for you. The only thing even in this world is the number of hours in our day. The difference in winning or losing is what you do with those hours. Woody Hayes. Okay, thank you. And then I'm going to pass it off to Kim.
Okay, organizing your workspace. So in order to effectively manage your time and be productive each day, you must create an appropriate environment. Becoming organized is the initial step to staying organized. By eliminating clutter, setting up an effective filing system, gathering essential tools, and managing workflow, you'll be well on your way to creating an effective workspace. Okay, first step is declutter. Decluttering will allow you to reclaim your space as well as to prioritize your items. Begin by determining which items in your workplace hold value and are worth keeping. Decluttering involves placing documents into appropriate files, both physically and online. An effective way to tidy up your workplace and help you retrieve materials quickly is to implement a filing system that includes 3 basic kinds of files. Working files are materials used frequently and needed close at hand. Reference files are information needed only occasionally, and archival files are materials that you seldom need but you must keep. So once clutter has been eliminated, other materials have been filed, your workplace should only include what is essential, such as your computer, telephone, standard office supplies. Everything else except for what you're working on at the moment can and should be filed where it can be retrieved as needed. Okay, managing workflow. Workflow management is essential for optimizing and bringing order to a project. It ensures a structured set of activities and control over the flow of work in front of you. Workplace management highlights focusing on one task at a time. And many time management experts agree the most effective people act on an item the first time it is touched. So, although it might be difficult at first, the practice can become habitual and made easier with the 4 Ds. So, implement the 2-minute rule. If a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. Delete. If material is trash or junk, delete it. Or if it's something that you might use later on, file it and move on. Defer. If a task is one that can't be completed quickly and is not high priority, simply defer it, flag it, or make it unread so that you can come back to it later. And then delegate. If the task is not yours to do, then delegate it. Okay, organizing office supplies. The most efficient workspaces are those that have office supplies stocked and available at all times. Taking the time to neatly prepare your office supplies will save you time and frustration from frantically searching for an item when you need it. However, staying organized can be a major challenge for many people. Using labels or a color-coded system in the workplace is highly effective. It provides clarity and helps users locate items easily. It is also beneficial to add shelves, drawers, baskets, and bins of all sizes. This approach boosts productivity by ensuring items are always easy to find, saving time and reducing clutter. These systems significantly improve your organization skills and increase your chances of staying organized. Okay, the fun of emails. Dealing with email. After you're decluttering your workplace, turn your attention to your email inbox. It's a common source of anxiety and frustration. Establishing an efficient system will save you time, typically spent navigating your email chaos, and optimize your focus on non-email tasks. You could handle emails in batches during scheduled times, as Tomoko mentioned. Prioritize urgent emails, leaving non-urgent ones like jokes for later. Dispose of irrelevant spam emails promptly. Let's see. You could utilize the email system fully by creating folders for different topics or projects and use keywords or categories for easy retrieval. And then regularly clear your trash can and junk folder to maintain a clutter-free inbox. Using calendars. To effectively manage your tasks, consolidate reminders into a few lists and/or a calendar that you regularly visit. Whether paper or electronic, calendars are ideal for recording meetings, appointments, and deadlines, helping you structure your day and prioritize assignments. Promptly record important appointments and enhance your calendar with additional details like deadlines and locations for better organization. A well-utilized calendar is a crucial tool for effective time management and staying organized. Okay, first review question here. Which of these does not help create an effective workspace? We have setting up an effective file system, B, gathering essential tools, C, managing workflow, or D, working around clutter. D, yes. Working around clutter is no good. Right? Okay, moving on to the next question. A calendar is not beneficial if it's electronic. True or false? Yes. B, correct. Yep. Correct. Electronic calendar is just as good, and most people actually use electronic calendars. So, okay, moving on. Discipline is a bridge between goals and accomplishments. Jim Rohn. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about rituals. Setting a ritual. Rituals are powerful and motivating, disciplining, and providing focus for individuals. For most people, the word ritual typically invokes an image of a repetitive life with every moment controlled and managed and no room for spontaneity. However, rituals can actually help increase spontaneity and fun in your life. And since routine tasks are already planned for, you have more energy to spend on tasks that will bring you closer to your goals and bring more joy to your life. So, what is a ritual? A ritual is a practice of behavior that is regularly followed by individuals in a set manner. Rituals are favorable to help you form your daily rhythm and create timely patterns. When your current needs shift, it is also important to shift and rebalance your rituals as well. In fact, you can build any type of ritual with 3 easy steps. So the first step is identify the task. So let's say you want to build an exercise ritual. The second step is to identify the time or the trigger. So for example, perhaps you normally exercise right after work. So leaving work is the trigger. And then the third step is to identify the subtasks. So for you, perhaps your ritual involves going to the gym, getting changed, stretching, doing 45 minutes of cardio, performing 3 reps of weights, doing a lap around the pool to finish things off, and then you shower and go home. So remembering a ritual shouldn't be set in stone. And once you establish the ritual, it can be modified at any point in time depending on what works best for you. Okay, so now we're going to talk about morning rituals. So to ensure a productive and successful day, adopt morning rituals. These rituals can start the day organized and in control of your time before the busyness begins. Beginning with a fresh perspective and positive mindset enhances focus and enables for effective planning. Morning rituals vary for everyone, so identify what works best for you and stick to it. Allocate enough time in the morning to avoid starting your day off rushed. Effective morning rituals set a positive tone for the day. Some examples of morning rituals will successfully influence the day ahead could include eating a nutritious breakfast, morning meditation, exercising, reading, or prioritizing your tasks for the day. Another great example is Robin Sharma's book, The 5 a.m. Club. I'm not sure if anybody's heard of that or read it. He focuses on the 20-20-20 formula. And Robin suggests that you take 20 minutes to move your body, And when he says move your body, he wants you to sweat. So spend the first 20 minutes of your body exercising and sweating, and then spend the next 20 minutes to reflect. And this could be meditating or journaling, or you can split that 20 minutes and do 10 minutes meditating, 10 minutes journaling. And then the last 20 minutes is to grow. You want to take this time to learn. So you could read a biography, anything that interests you. You could listen to a podcast. But whatever you do, you want to dedicate 20 minutes each morning in the pursuit of knowledge. And I've tried this, and it's really, if you're not a morning person, which I'm not, getting up at 5 a.m. is really difficult. But it's something that you try, baby steps, trying to incorporate. Okay, so moving on from morning ritual, we're going to nightly rituals. So similar to how morning rituals will help you secure focus on what is in front of us, nightly rituals will do the same. Nightly rituals should include reflecting on the achievements from the day and thus provide encouragement for the days to come. These rituals allow you to decompress as well as train your brain that it is time to rest. Adequate rest is essential to maintain peak focus and performance levels. So establish a ritual for half an hour before you sleep. And here are some examples of nightly rituals that will benefit your sleep schedule and set you up for success. You can fill out your productivity journal for the next day. You could do light reading or meditation, additional journaling, or take a warm bath, or enjoy a nice cup of tea. To ensure that your next morning will run smoothly, it is best to organize any work-related material the night before. And this includes preparing snacks or lunches or laying out an outfit. Okay, an example of rituals. Rituals are meaningful, and they allow for a sense of control and security and help us focus on what is important. Rituals are powerful in conquering recurrent challenges throughout the day and managing time. Here are some rituals that many people find helpful in maximizing their time. You could take half an hour each weekend to plan meals for the next week. This includes lunches and suppers. You want to make a grocery list and get everything on that list that you'll need. You can try to exercise 1 hour 3 times a week, or you can do half hour each day. One easy way to do this is go for brisk walks at lunch or do yoga in the morning before work. Instead of scrolling through Instagram or Facebook throughout the day, you could set aside a block of time after lunch or dinner to scroll, and this will help create better use of your time throughout the day. Or you could set up a system by maintaining your calendar or your journal, and this could be as simple as 10 minutes in the morning to update the day's list, 10 minutes at noon to update what you've already done, and then 10 minutes at night to evaluate today and create starting lists for tomorrow. Okay, using rituals to maximize time. Once you've been using a ritual for a while, you might find that you have extra bits of time here and there. So for example, you may find that by establishing an exercise ritual, you finish 5 to 10 minutes earlier because you know exactly what you're going to do at the gym. You're not spending time wasting trying to figure out what the next move is. At the end of the day, you may find that you have half an hour or more of unexpected time. This is where the trigger part of rituals come into play. Now, a trigger is defined as an event that kicks off the automatic urge to complete a habit or the ritual. So instead of setting a specific time of day, you choose a situation or an event that will cause the ritual to come into play. So for example, if you have a break, like 10-minute break or however long break at home or at work, you could spend that time reading. Or you could take 1 to 2 minutes to do deep breathing and stretches. Or you could take 5 minutes to clean off your desk or some other small area. Okay, so now we have a few review questions for this. Let's see. Which of the following is not an example of a good morning ritual? We have A, yes. Sleeping in as late as possible, exercise, morning meditation, or eating a nutritious breakfast. Yes, correct. The answer is A. As appealing as that might sound, sleeping in as late as possible is not the best morning ritual to have. Okay, Next question. What is a trigger in regard to setting up a ritual? Is it A, a situation or an event, B, exercise, C, a thought or an idea, or D, a specific time of day? Okay, we have an A. Yes. The answer is A. In regard of setting up a ritual, the trigger is the situation or the event. Good, great. Okay, so cool. In a crisis, be aware of the danger, but recognize the opportunity. JFK. Okay. Dealing with time barriers. Change is inevitable, and despite great planning, unexpected barriers or interruptions may still arise that demand our attention and hinder workplace success. Sometimes life events are out of our control, or piles of work can sneak up on us all at once. And although it can be hard to prepare for disruptive situations that we do not see coming, it is helpful to reflect on what you can do throughout that moment to effectively gain back your time. So, unexpectedly long tasks. Generally, when we schedule our days, we are estimating the amount of time it's going to take to complete a task. It is valuable to take into consideration that things may not always run smoothly and tasks can become unexpectedly long. It is important not to let these situations become overwhelming and interfere with your overall productivity. When this happens, stop what you're doing and regather your thoughts. It is more beneficial to break away from the task, add it to your list of priorities, and reprocess it at a later time. To refrain from the ramifications of an unexpectedly long task, it can be helpful to consider the following factors when preparing your schedule. You want to include a buffer space in your schedule to allow for this. For reoccurring tasks, consider using a timer, and this will allow you to get a better idea of when you're estimating your time. And it's always better to overestimate your time for a task rather than underestimate your time for a task. Okay, so when others are inefficient, occasionally you can be on top of your game at work, but you're still held back due to the inefficiency of others. This can include sharing projects with a classmate, coworker, or having delegated a task. It is important to be understanding that many individuals struggle with time management. It can also be frustrating to put in a lot of effort and not receive the same amount of effort from others. But the best thing that you can do is set a clear example of good time management. The more they see you set this example, the more likely they might shift their habits and follow your lead. There are also supporting measures that can be used to help individuals stay focused, such as providing reminders, giving individual a clear deadline, or setting up time to talk with that person to answer any questions they might have, which could be stopping them from moving forward. And then life events. Your productivity rhythm will not always remain the same. Life events happen, such as sickness, death, marriages, or babies, will all impact your ability to complete your work within a specific time frame. With these moments, it's critical to slow down, to breathe, and to process the life event. You can then reassess your schedule and consider your prioritized tasks with their deadlines. The best way to maintain effective time management is to communicate to your team, your instructors, or classmates about these life changes and delegate or decline opportunities. It's good to have a contingency plan as well and put it into place that indicates who is responsible for general responsibilities if you're absent for an extended period of time. If possible, you can schedule extra catch-up time to preserve productivity. But remember, if you're overwhelmed, it is difficult to get any work done. Okay, the fear of failure. Don't fear failure. Fear being in the exact same place next year as you are today. I read that and it scared me, so I thought I'd share it with all of you. Something to think about. The fear of failure is a common barrier to success. When employees fear a task, they tend to procrastinate, wasting valuable time and raising the likelihood of failure. This fear can stem from various factors such as unclear direction, past failures, or low self-confidence. Managing your fears is beneficial to help you manage your time. The following are tips to overcome a fear of failure and help you win back your time. So, one, you can confront what your fear is and consider what you need to do to manage it. Two, you can visualize yourself already achieving your goals, and this is big. Or three, take a small step to complete the task, and this will help in boosting your confidence as well as reducing your fear. The power of positive thinking. A positive mindset is what determines your productivity. When challenging work situations arise, you have the choice of feeling defeated or staying positive and on track with your goals. A positive attitude will help you solve problems rather than waste your time on the problem. Attitude can be just as important as a strong work ethic. It's a great technique to use positive affirmations in regard to your time management. Positive affirmations are enthusiastic statements that influence your subconscious mind. For example, stating, I am great at time management. I use my time effectively will alter the way you think and encourage you to sustain good time management. When you focus on a positive mindset, you will seek positive change. Okay, first question. As long as you schedule and prioritize, things will always go as planned. This is an easy one. Correct. B, false. Despite great planning, unexpected barriers or interruptions may still arise and demand our attention. Okay, next question. What is a common barrier to success? Teamwork, lunch breaks, a buffer space, or the fear of failure? Correct. D again, fear of failure is the common barrier to success. Yes. Okay. Lack of direction, not lack of time, is the problem. We all have 24 hours a day. I love this quote and it really resonates with me. Sometimes you see other people and their achievements and you think, oh, it's because they have so much more time or they're able to do this or they're able to do that. But the reality is we're all given just 24 hours and it's really up to us how we spend it. They don't have any more time than we do. They're just using their time more effectively. So if you're like me and you don't think that there's enough time in the day to do everything that you would like to do, you could think about your mornings. Could you wake up an hour earlier? And then what would you do with that extra hour in your day? Okay. So from that, we're going to talk about the benefits of good time management. So as I was saying, time is limited, but to be successful, it is imperative to respect and value the time we have. Practicing time management skills is a solution to help you stay on top of your game and control your time. And without it, both work performance and well-being decline. Everyone has the potential to develop good time management habits and seek growth from carrying out these habits into their daily lives. Time management has many great advantages that will allow you to accomplish more in life. So one is prioritizing versus multitasking. Multitasking may seem like a smart way to manage our time, but research suggests that it's counterproductive. And it's evident with our minds, we work best when we're not bouncing back and forth between tasks. Planning and prioritizing your time gives you full focus, while allowing for enough time and thought to be put into an assignment. Time management eliminates procrastination and distractions that hinder your quality of work. Okay, greater confidence. Confidence is the key to success. And when you learn how to properly manage your time, you will notice a major difference in your self-confidence, as well as overall happiness. Time management will significantly boost one's confidence and feelings of accomplishment by increasing productivity, reducing frequent mistakes, and accomplishing goals. A continuous cycle exists between productivity and confidence. Productivity will improve confidence, and confidence will improve productivity. It all starts with believing your goals and the ability to succeed. Okay, reduce stress. Time management gives you direction when you have an abundance of work, and it puts you in control over your schedule of what you want to do and when you want to do it. Without this control and direction, it is common to experience feelings of stress and defeat. Not only does excess stress impact both your health physically and mentally, but it will also impact your ability to work efficiently. Proper time management practices incorporate adequate breaks from your workload, ensuring time to recharge and de-stress. You will also be less likely to leave tasks for last minute to complete or feel rushed with deadlines. With time management strategies, you can avoid the weight of excess workload by prioritizing, delegating, or simply decline irrelevant tasks. So today is a great day to learn to say no. Okay. Increased career prospects. Good time management skills are desirable for any company, and employers always are looking for individuals who are dependable and submit high quality of work on time. Time management allows you to accomplish more in your role as well as achieve bigger and better results by arriving to work well rested and organized to conquer the day. You are able to confidently make sound decisions that impact your career proficiency. And as a result, this can lead to greater reputation as long as the potential for more promotional opportunities. Okay, lastly, we have team collaboration. When everyone is on board with applying effective time management habits, effective teamwork will follow. Team members will be more likely to communicate in a respectful manner, which lessens the chance of arguments and misunderstandings. Time management helps everyone to stay on track and work together, whether this is delegating tasks to meet deadlines or discussing goals over a coffee break. With good time management, everyone wins. Okay, just a couple questions. When do our minds work best? When we are focusing on multiple tasks at once, when we are not bouncing back and forth between tasks, early in the morning or late in the afternoon. See some B and a C, a couple C's. Yeah. Okay. The correct answer is B. Our minds work best when we're not bouncing back and forth between tasks. We got to stop the multitasking. Okay, next question. Blank is the key to success. We have A, multitasking, B, working overtime, C, skipping lunch to complete work, or D, confidence. Great, I see all these. Confidence is the correct answer, and that is the key to success. Okay, so although this workshop is coming to a close, and I know we're a couple minutes over, we wanted to share a few things with you, and we can put in the chat. So the next slide, we have a couple quotes. Okay, so that you guys can, and then we're gonna put in the chat, we have, I know I mentioned decluttering earlier, and we have a 10-minute video. It's 10 amazing tips for tidying up by Tomoka. I'm gonna, Marie Kondo.
Marie Kondo, she's Japanese author, yeah.
And then I mentioned the 5 a.m. club. So remember the 20-20-20 formula. So we're going to put that in there. There's a, if you are interested in learning more about that book. And then I also wanted to add the Atomic Habits, which is a great book to help build up habits into your life and create a framework for improving every day. So we'll put that all in the chat. And thank you guys for joining us. And please let us know if you have any questions.